How's it going, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm slapping the bass.
Why are you holding it so high like that?
Shut up! Just shut up, man! And this is Grosh Talk! Yeah!
Do you want a popsicle?
What's up, guys? You are watching Grosh Talk.
The show where we Google stuff you don't care enough to look up yourselves.
For those of you who don't know, E3 happened recently.
That's right.
A lot of big announcements.
Yep. I love E3. It's a really great time to be a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
In case you guys don't know, E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Expo. And it's basically just a time where all nerds gather together and they gather near their G4s and they light a fire in the den, and the mother and father brings cookies and milk to the TVs, and they learn about all the new stuff that's coming out to the systems.
Yeah.
Really, none of that happens. It's just where nerds sit around and sweat.
Nerdgasms.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of nerdgasms, yeah.
Basically what it is all the big video game companies and system manufacturers, so Xbox, PlayStation, Wii, and PC, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They all have their own little showcases, and in each showcase they tell all the new games that are coming out, new system enhancements, and things of that nature.
Yeah. It's actually a really cool thing because it brings everybody together.
Yeah.
And it's just like a big... It's like an explosion of commercials, basically, is what it is.
It's kind of like, the Super Bowl halftime show commercial, how everybody makes such a big deal.
But it's just a big event.
But it's like an event just for those commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's phenomenal, yeah. And the nice thing is we get to see basically what's going to be coming out in the next couple quarters and next year as the systems go on. Now, this year, a lot of people were hoping for the next generation of systems. So the Xbox 720, the PS4, and the Wii U, which has already been announced, obviously.
Yeah.
But Xbox and PlayStation made no announcements for new consoles.
There was no hints at any new consoles.
So
which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, to be fair. I mean, I understand that they want to use up, if I could say that, the consoles that they have. Especially because the consoles that are out now, they have the ability to be updated via the internet. Like, when the original Xbox and the original PlayStation, there was no enhancements that you could put onto it because there was no connectivity. There's nothing that we have now.
Right.
So, I mean, there's an update for an Xbox. You turn it on, it's like, there's an update right now, and it's up to date. So, having a new console come in, it would have to make a huge jump, and that would have to be mainly, I'm assuming, for graphics, because that's the one thing that they can't enhance.
Well, I mean, at this point, how much farther can you go with graphics? A lot of reasons that corporations will release new consoles and new generations is for a huge jump in stock. I mean, last year, when Xbox was announcing their new dashboard, their stocks for Xboxes went up like crazy because people were like, oh, this is so innovative, it's genius, it's delicious, we love it, we want it, right? So when a new console's announced, you can only imagine how the interest is buzzing, right? They're trying to generate a buzz around their product, but
it also has to deliver on that, on that buzz.
Absolutely, of course.
Or else the stocks are just going to plummet.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the big points that Josh and I were really excited about was Halo 4. We've spoken about it before, and they've released campaign footage.
That's right.
At E3.
That's right.
So they had a guy up on stage playing it, just showing some of the campaign footage, and it looks fantastic.
I saw the footage, and I actually watched a breakdown.
Yeah. The graphics are incredible.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of new enemies and weapons, and it just looks fantastic.
There's really nothing more you can say. I mean, for, what was it, like 5 minutes of gameplay I think they showed? That's where they cut off at exactly 5 minutes. It looks incredible. Yeah. And then they showed little teasers, like when a season premieres, they show little teasers throughout the season. They showed
like clips, like really quick clips.
Yeah. I don't really want to say, but you guys should definitely watch a breakdown video.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the description of a good breakdown video, one that we watched. We saw the trailer, the campaign playthrough first, and then we watched a breakdown to really break down the parts.
Yeah, and the guy who does the breakdown, he really... It's actually really good when he does. Pauses at all the right spots, explains what you're looking at, and gives a really detailed breakdown.
Yeah, something that you would miss on just a quick playthrough. But he
especially at the very end when they do those quick things, he stops and just says, this is what you're seeing here, this is what it could be, that kind of thing. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff. I mean, it's totally a new generation for Halo. It's almost like a restart. I love it.
I love it. Like having Master Chief come back. It's fantastic.
And it sets us into a place where the BR is back, so that's phenomenal. And now there's new weapons that are like the old weapons. So you're not. It's basically keeping everything that we've gained into one. You're not losing anything now that the reach is gone. Like now that the prequels are done, once we jump back in, we're not really losing any gameplay that we got from the prequel. Except, I'm so glad Armor Lock seems to be gone. I just hope that stays away. I'm done with Armor Lock. If you played Halo Reach, unless you're an Armor Locker, you agree with me.
Yeah,
Armor Lock needs to go.
I never used Armor Lock.
I do a lot. It's bullshit.
I only ever use Sprint.
Sprint is a handy tool.
Yeah.
I hope that stays around. But there's a lot of new tweaks and gameplay attachments, and I hope you guys check it out because it's really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Now, on to one of my low points for E3 was the PlayStation announcement that they're going to have a game called PlayStation All Stars.
Battle Royale?
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
You know what? The game itself is a great idea. And I love the idea, and I love the whole bringing all the console family, and they fucking fight each other. But
for those of you who don't know what the Battle Royale is,
tell them.
It's basically PlayStation is getting its biggest names and characters.
Like a cross.
Yeah, and it's just a big fight between them all. Like
they have different stages that are based upon the backdrops of each game. For example, Uncharted 3's main or Uncharted Drake's. Whatever.
Yeah.
That main character, Sly Cooper, is in it. The Big Daddy from BioShock is in it, and other big name characters.
Killzone.
Killzone bad guys.
God of War.
Right. Kratos is in it. Right. And they all fight each other in these different backdrop stages. Now, if this sounds like a familiar idea,
it is.
It's because Super Smash Bros. Did the exact same thing like 10 years ago. The exact same thing. If you look at the trailer for Battle Royale, PS3 All Stars. It is disgustingly similar. And
I mean, the graphics are fantastic.
The graphics are way better, but that's because
it's the exact same.
It's the exact same game, period, just with different characters. And I thought maybe the developers were the same, the producers. That would make sense. They're opening up. No, it's all PlayStation owned.
Yeah.
Sony Entertainment America.
Yeah.
Which I want no part of it.
Yeah,
I don't want to support it.
I'm not really excited for it. Like, it's a great idea,
Absolutely.
But that's because it was a great idea 10 years ago.
That's right.
And another thing that I'm not super thrilled about what they did, when PlayStation first announced this on E3 and they released the trailers and everything on YouTube, on their personal PlayStation account, the tags for Battle Royale included the tags for Super Smash Bros.
They were trying to catch the people who were Googling things like Super Smash Bros. For PlayStation.
Or just Super Smash Bros. In general, and then just bringing them over and saying, "Oh, there's a PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Kind of sneaky, kind of
very sneaky,
backhanded kind of thing.
Although, you know what? There is something that I guarantee that PlayStation will do that is better than what Nintendo did with their version. Well, the original version. And that'll be downloadable content.
Yeah.
One problem that the Brawl series has had since it's been released on the Nintendo Wii is that there's no DLC. I mean, people would pay crazy amounts of money to get new characters and new stages and things of that nature.
And that's another thing I noticed about the trailer. It seemed to include the same 4 characters on each level.
They really tried. If you pause it, you can see a couple little extra characters that are basically
I always saw Sweet Tooth. I always saw the Big Daddy. There was
Kratos and the bad guy from Killzone.
Yeah, kind of switched up a little bit, but including those 2 characters most.
Yeah.
So,
and I understand. I mean, you want to keep some of your stuff under wraps.
Yeah.
You just want to put out the stuff that's going to give out the most buzz.
Yes, there's that. But unless they haven't made any more characters for it yet.
Which, of course, the game's still in development. I mean, you can't really judge it until it's out. But going from the idea and the way that it's being put out, I can't say I will be picking this up or even really looking at it or touching it. I mean, the gameplay will be phenomenal. The graphics will be amazing. The DLC is going to be genius. I can't see myself playing on a game that was made 10 years ago, and the way that Nintendo did it was perfect.
Yeah.
It's flawless, other than the DLC, of course. I just don't like the whole rip-off thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
On sort of the same topic of rip-offs, Nintendo released a statement about a new controller for the Wii U. It's called like the Pro controller or something along those lines. It's an all-black controller, and it resembles a Xbox 360 controller. Almost exactly.
So it has like the 4...
Except it has the triggers and everything, except the 2 analog sticks are at the top. There's not one down here and one at the top. They're both up here.
So, and they have like a diamond button configuration?
It includes all the same buttons and everything that, I mean, people are saying like, oh, they're copying Xbox 360 and like there's this big hubbub about like, why are they copying this kind of thing. But going way back, like I was on Reddit and people are talking about this and they're saying, well, Nintendo started these controllers.
That's right.
PlayStation took the idea from Nintendo's Super Nintendo system
and added analog sticks.
Not at first, no. For the PlayStation 1, it was basically the same layout, except they had, instead of a flat one, they included the little handlebars.
Like ergonomic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then for the PlayStation 2, analog sticks. Then the Xbox came and was like, well, PlayStation already has all the right buttons, let's just move them around.
Yeah.
So now the analog stick is down here instead of, and then there's one at the top, but the same button layouts. Then the 360 came and the PS3 came, same layout as before.
Right. And
now the Wii U is coming out, and it's just using the ideas that was taken from it.
I mean, it's hard not to say you're copying. I mean, the things that gamers find comfortable are 2 analog sticks, a D-pad, and buttons. I mean, it's hard not to use a layout that gamers find very comfortable.
Yeah, you can't make that big of a difference in design.
Exactly, and Wii's taking actually a really big jump by moving the buttons around. I mean, there's no copyright on button layout.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's not copying any buttons, it's just moving them to where it's not copying.
Right.
Like, the analog sticks are now at the top, so it doesn't resemble any other layout. It just happens to look like a 360 controller.
Yeah, it's really hard these days for someone to not call you out on ripping somebody off, because everything's almost already been done.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you can really do is build off stuff that works.
But I just found it funny that they were saying that Nintendo was ripping off Xbox, meanwhile it was the other way around, 10 years ago.
Well, long time ago.
Long
time ago, yeah, like within a couple decades now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, maybe look back before you start calling people out on copying.
Those who do not learn from history are destined to repeat it.
God said that.
No, he didn't.
I said that.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
Josh just said that.
I have said it once or twice.
Yeah. One and done, I always say. I've said that once.
Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching our E3 coverage video. If this doesn't tailor to your needs, maybe you're not a gamer, we hope to catch you guys next time on Garage Talk, where we go back to our regular topics and things of that nature. Video games are always going to be a common topic, though, really.
Yeah.
If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button down below. It helps with the show a lot. If you want to leave a comment or talk about your favorite part of E3 this week, leave that in the comment space. If you want to watch it with your friends, share it to your Facebooks or your Twitters. And last but not least, if you want to watch more of our videos or be alerted when new one comes out, hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.
Peace.
More stuff just got released for Black Ops 2.